other thing that happened was we have another friend that we're all close, we're all cool, whatever. So I'm about to get into this situation. So here we go. Okay? So we have another friend that I'm really cool with. And we're kind of like the Three Musketeers, if you want to call it. It's kind of like what we were. But it's kind of like we all kind of like split or split like this, honestly. Me and our other friend, you know, we grew up as kids together. Like, me and her were kids together. Like, spent the night, like, kind of like cousins, basically. So, whatever. So, it's kind of like, I can't never really stop getting mad at her. For real. Like, be completely mad at her, because whatever. But anyway, my best friend said nobody ever does anything for her, yada, yada, yada. So, when she went to go renew her vows, you know, like, because, you know, she had her wedding, her actual ceremony. I'm like, oh, I know she's married, but maybe I can, like, throw her, like, a, you know, and I know that she doesn't really go anywhere. So I'm like, if she comes out here, that'll be cool. Like, maybe I could set some stuff up. So I reached out to my other friend. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And she's like, yeah, I'm down, yada, yada, yada. I'm trying to, you know, thinking, like, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a girls trip. We all ain't been together in a while, you know? Like, this is before we fell out or anything. So, but I'm using this because I'm letting her know, in case she's watching, that this is something that bothered me, because I want you to know that it bothered me. Okay? So, anyways, I worked really hard to make sure this, like, weekend went really well. My other friend, she kind of, like, fell off. Like, she wasn't really responding to me. She wasn't really, like, being involved like I needed her to. So I had to reach out to my best friend's sister-in-law. And shout out to you, girl, because, like, clutch, and she was there, like, helping me, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She was talking to me more. I mean, but yeah, and still, like, I still was the one planning stuff and everything. So, whatever, I got us a room. It was, like, a little suite. And I was expecting our friend to be there because she said she would. And we were like, you know, this is what we're doing for our friend. It's our friend. It's 3 of us. We always together. This is what we do. You know what I mean? So, whatever. She wasn't there for the first night. We went to Sip and Paint. We went out to eat. We had a good time. It was great. Next day we have a pole dancing, and we're all excited. We go, we know, whatever. We're out there, we dancing, having a good time. That was fun. We get in our friend's car, because she's the one who drove. She drove us back to the hotel. Mind you, she hadn't been to the hotel yet because she had got there late. So when she got there, we all just went straight to pole dancing. Well, in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. So she doesn't get out the car. She parks the car. We all get out, and then she just backs up and drives away. And I'm like, hey, we're like, where you going? And she's like, oh, my boyfriend is at the room over there. And I'm like, so then it's like, what? Your boyfriend? This is supposed to be a girls' weekend for our friend. What do you mean, your boyfriend? So of course I'm really, really annoyed, because you and me been talking about this. You and me, we've been talking about this whole time. We've been talking about how much fun we're going to have and blah, 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 blah. But whatever. You're meeting with a guy. You're not even coming into the room that you paid for with me for all of us to have a good time. Right? Because pole dancing was really the last thing before... I mean, that was the last thing I really had planned. And basically, I had these games and stuff that I had got. I mean, I went all out, y'all. Like, I ordered little shot glasses. I made something to take back with them. Like, I was really legit trying to be a good friend. And then, you know, we see this. Like, I'm annoyed because, number one, that's my friend too. Like, that's my friend too. She let me down too. And that's what I don't think. That's what we failed to understand. That she let me down too. So the fact that everybody kept saying something about it. Let's just remember that everybody kept on saying something about it. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. And I might have said some rude stuff. I might have used a few choice words that I shouldn't have used. But if anything, that's all. Like, don't try to put it as if I sat up here and talked about this girl and made it seem like I've done something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you. But I'm going to just say, and you know that I haven't said nothing about that girl worse than what some other people have said about that girl very close to you, okay? Let's remember that. Actually, I haven't said anything worse as anybody else has said very close to you. That's my point. And for you to, I kind of feel like you went and you said something to her like, I don't like her, or, you know what I mean? Because when I talk to her, she tells me that I didn't even mention this to you. But she tells me, she was like, to hear that you don't care for me, that really hurt my feelings. Like, girl, why would she say that? Unless you thought that me and her weren't going to talk again, and you thought that it would be okay for you to say something like that. Like, that was really messed up, and I didn't even address that. I let that go with you. That's something that was bothering me. Because I'm like, dang, you going back and saying stuff. Oh, and then you said that you didn't get to have fun when I did that thing for you, and because I kept talking about her. But that's not true. Like, I don't understand how we forgot what happened in that time frame. How we forgot when you were upset about her treating you bad or whatever, and you cried to me about that stuff. And then y'all were cool again, right? So suddenly, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, I was too upset for her. I was upset for her, and I was upset for me. I was upset for her because I'm like, she's my best friend. I'm upset for you because our other friend is hurting your feelings and making you upset. So I'm already upset for that because you're telling me that. And then the stuff that she's doing to me is making me even more upset. So yeah, I'm going to vent about it because I'm annoyed. When y'all keep bringing her up, and then I'm like, and I react to what y'all saying, I'm wrong. Or you putting it on me. But anyway. And also, I don't know if you recall, but on the very last day, you were the one that ran up to Destin and told him what happened. And he still remembers that. I don't know if you do. The fact that it's like, I'm the one who keeps on bringing her up, or I'm the one talking about her or whatever. Yeah, I was like very annoyed at the fact that she pretty much let me down as a friend. And I was the one that had to handle everything by myself, which is annoying. You know what I'm saying? She was my friend too. So that's what you got to understand, y'all. So, you know. But what I will say is, again, like, I truly, with all of my heart. And I know I might have sounded a little, like, aggressive on some parts of this video because I get a little passionate about something. But I truly, with all my heart, and I'm looking at you and I'm telling you this, I forgive you. I love everybody, and I'm not the type of person that holds grudges or anything like that, but I definitely prayed and I asked God. The last thing that happened, I'm gonna end it here. The last thing that happened is I prayed, and I was watching church because church hadn't opened back up yet. But the bishop said, you know, God knows who's talking about you when you're not in the room, and He knows everything that's been said about you when you're not there. So, you know, he was like, so, you know, He knows. And then at that moment, at that very moment that he preached that word, I say, you know, Lord, if it's somebody in my life that's talking about me in a room when I'm not around, like, reveal it. You know what I'm saying? If it's not for me, then it's not for me. I legit asked God, I'm like, you know, if it's not something for me, then it's, you know, take it out of my life. Like, heal me, Lord, so that I can, like, move on, because it got to the point where it's affecting me. It's affecting, you know, it's just affecting me. It's affecting how I think. It's affecting me talking to people. I got to tell this story every time I go somewhere. Why? Because that's that friend hurt. That's like my first time experiencing friend hurt. But, you know, like, you know, I really want to, I don't want to end it on bad terms. Like, I really didn't want our friendship to, you know, end on bad terms. But I do know that the season that we were in, we're no longer in. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, I just feel like at some point sometimes you just, everybody is in your life for a season, and sometimes we want for us what is not for us, you know? Like, while I would love for us to be friends and be tight and be where we were, you know, that I don't think that we ever will be back in that place. I don't think that we're ever going to get to where we were. And I mean, it's unfortunate because, again, like, a lot of things I held in, and that's on me. So it has definitely set the tone. I don't really think that nothing gonna change overnight. You feel me? But anyway, like I said, like, you know, I'm a completely different person. There's so much about me that you have no idea, you know. And I just want to, you know, I'm like, right now I'm just focused on living the life that God has blessed me with, and just doing whatever He can, and being all that He would have me to be. I really don't have no beef. I love everybody. I don't have beef with anybody. I just thought it was best that we in our relationship on good terms than, you know, some type of problem. It's definitely that I just felt uncomfortable. I felt very uncomfortable, like, allowing you to talk about my family member that was not even the right person, number one. And I would still feel away for my other cousin too, but we all know his situation and his circumstance. So, and I'm sure you know it, obviously. So we're not gonna go there. But I will say I'm gonna continue to pray for you and wish you the best, your beautiful babies, you know. And I pray that God continues to bless you and give you all the desires of your heart. Live your life, girl. Do your thing. I mean, I really do. I pray for you the best. I really, truly do. And maybe our paths will cross again in the future. But, you know, like, for now, I definitely feel like our season of friendship, what it was, has ended. And it's definitely sad, and it definitely has been like a challenge for me. But like, I definitely prayed about it, and I feel in a better place, which is why I'm even speaking about it now. I don't have any beef with anybody, but when it comes to your cousin, like, I'm not really like entertaining that. I'm really not on that. So, like I said, I've met some dope people that have like really like changed my perspective on a lot of things. I'm just happy where life is taking me, where God is taking me, where, you know, like, again, like I said, I love everybody. Even you, girl. Even though you said F you and God bless you in the same sentence. That's the end of that. I'm going to move on. I'm about to be posting some other stuff that has nothing to do with this situation. You guys, I might do a few story times, so go ahead and click and subscribe, because we got some bangers on the way. You know, I'm looking because I'm waiting for my baby to get home, and he still ain't home yet, and it's really like past the time he's supposed to be here off the bus. So there's that, you guys. You guys don't pay attention to my editing. I promise I'm going to do better. I'm going to be more consistent, so get ready. I already get my baby off the bus.